Hey guys, so this is part 2 of the color enchant I have going on with the Voodoo in the Bayou for Shalene's color along of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith book. I'm going to try to blend out that little spot on her face. So I got my blender pencil out. Let me clean the tip of it off here. My last time I used it must have been with a red pencil or something because I had some red on it. So I have just the Prismacolor colorless blender. I'm going to try to use the white one first and see if I can blend it out with that. But make sure the tip of that looks clean. Oh, there's some pink on there. I got to clean that off too. And then I'm going to make dinner. I'm trying to make something new tonight. I don't eat pork chops. I don't like pork chops very much. But Keith likes pork a lot, and so we had a pack of pork chops in the freezer, and I said to him, "Want me to make those pork chops for you today?" Or I said it yesterday, actually. I said, "If you take those pork chops, I'll make them for you if you want." And he said, "Yeah." So I'm going to make Parmesan crusted pork chops. I've never done that, but we have the stuff for it, except for it calls for the recipe that I saw, like it's like an easy recipe. It said to use breadcrumbs, and I don't have any breadcrumbs. But I figure, then I looked up, it said use Italian breadcrumbs. And I'm like, well, I don't have any Italian breadcrumbs. So then I looked up, how do you make Italian breadcrumbs? So I'm just going to make my own. I got some Italian seasoning, and then I can just use, what do you call it? Some Italian seasoning, and I'm going to smash up some crackers in the food processor. So I'm just going to try to blend this out. I don't like how it got, but what can you do? Nothing is perfect, right? Our neighbor is here. She's upstairs. Keith is talking to her. She's actually doesn't live by us anymore. She moved away, but she comes by frequently. I don't know. Oh well. It's not perfect, but that's okay. I'm not an artist. I'm going to leave that for now because I might actually go back in even with the darker parrot green and or peacock and put a little bit more, but I just wanted to see if I could possibly blend that out. So I was asking Keith, I'm like, well, what should I talk about during all these color alongs, you know? And he said, oh, tell him your Ouija board story. So I thought I would do that. So I'm going to do the parrot green, undo her neck and her arms and the legs. So he goes, yeah, tell him your Ouija board story. And I'm like, oh, okay. So when I would not use a Ouija board now. And here's the thing, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a Christian, and, you know, I have changed a lot in the last, I'd say, decade of my life. And there are things that I used to do that I would not do now. And I wouldn't mess with the Ouija board now because my belief system has changed, and I don't think personally and I'm not going preachy or anything like that, so don't worry. But I personally believe, my personal belief is that the dead are not here with us. I believe that, again, this is just my personal belief. I don't believe that the dead are with us, because absent with the body is present with the Lord, and that's my personal belief. But that being said, I do believe that paranormal things occur, and I believe that things that are otherworldly occur. I don't have explanations for them, but I do believe that they occur. And like I said, I can't explain them or anything like that, but I just don't want to mess with that stuff because I don't believe, I don't know. It's hard. I don't believe that, you know, our people are here with us. and I know that sounds weird, and I've even had experiences where I can smell my dad's pipe tobacco and things like that. And I think that those are reminders that are sent to me like a gift from God. I believe that. I don't believe it's my dad. I think it's something that the Lord has sent to me. Okay. But anyways, back when I was younger, I used to play the Ouija board with my friends a lot. And, we used to play with the Ouija board, though. This was when I was in high school. I also played with it when I was in college, too. But, yeah, I used to play that in high school. And so my friends were all staying at my house. We were having like a sleepover, I guess. My parents went somewhere. I don't know where my parents were. But anyways, they weren't home. And, we were playing with the Ouija board and we were goofing around. And it's hard for me to even remember where I got that stupid thing from. I think it was from my friend Mitzi. But anyways, her parents were like really strict Baptists that she couldn't have it at her house. So she gave it to me because she didn't want to get in trouble or something like that. So anyways, I had it and my friends, we were playing it and we were goofing around. And like you goof around with your friends and somebody's pushing it and someone's pushing it and I probably pushed it and, my friends were pushing it or whatnot. And, we were like, then I know for a fact that I was not pushing it when this happened. So we were saying, what's your name? Like for the spirit to tell us its name and everything. And the spirit said its name was Michael. And we were like asking it questions and, being silly, like girls are when you're teenagers. And my one friend, and I don't remember which one, I think it was my friend Cheryl, she said, if this is real, I want something to happen to prove that it's real. And she said, I want it to give us a sign. And the phone rang and it startled us, but we kind of just laughed and everything. Well, I got up to answer the phone and I said, hello, and there wasn't anything. And I said, hello, like that, and there wasn't anything. So I hung up. And then, now this was, mind you, in the 80s, so it was like the old rotary dial phone and everything like that. It wasn't a cell phone or anything like that. It was our house phone. And so then I went back to sit down in the living room with the girls because the phone was in our dining room. And we were like, well, if he was trying to call us, it didn't work. You didn't get through or whatever. And then the phone rang again. And so I got up again and I went and I answered it and I said, hello. And a man said to me, is Michael there? And I was like, what the heck? It was so weird. All my body, because like that's what the spirit had been telling us in the board, that its name was Michael. So it was like the weirdest sensation I've ever had in my life. Now I have had that experience before where I've gotten frightened. And it felt like this before. But it was like my arms and legs just all of a sudden went numb. I don't know. It's like weird. It felt like all the blood I had in my body like rushed up to my head or something. I don't know. It was a very strange sensation, but it scared me terribly. And I said, you have the wrong number. And I hung up. And I went back and I told my friends, I said, we can't play this anymore, and I was really, really scared and I didn't want to play it anymore. Now I have played it since then. I played it in college. That was when I was in high school and I did play it in college. But I would not play it now because I don't believe in trying to contact things. Like I said, I think that there are things that are potentially dangerous to us. And I think that they look for ways to get in. I do believe in demons. And I do believe that they take delight in giving us torment. Whether that be, things that are just everyday emotions like jealousy, anger, hatred, sorrow. I believe that can be demonic. I do believe in that. But I don't believe that I can get on a Ouija board and talk to my dad, or my stepdad, or my grandma or my grandpa. I just, I just don't believe in that. And, so I have no desire now to try to contact the dead, because I don't believe that I would be talking to them anyways. Trying to make sure I'm still doing her arm and camera. I just don't think I would be contacting them. I think it would be somebody else, or something else, I guess I should say. Something else. And that's not what I'm looking to do. Definitely not. Now, that being said, I still love my scary stuff. I love my horror movies. I love my ghost stories. I like to hear a good ghost story. I like to have the pants scared off me once in a while. It's just fun. It's fun. But serious, stuff like seances or fortune telling or things like that, I don't believe in it. I've seen psychics before. I would not go see a psychic now. I do believe in psychics. I believe that they know some people, not all psychics, let me say. Some of them I think are a big scam. But I do think that some of them are given a gift to be able to see things or have intuitions maybe about stuff. I've always been really, really good at knowing when people are lying to me. I'm not saying I'm a psychic or anything like that. I would never say that. But I do know things sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes here and there. But I also think that these are things that I'm really good at knowing when something is off, really good at picking up when something is off with a person, or someone's not telling the truth, or there's something going on. I'm just really good at picking up on that. But I think that that's just an intuition. I'm intuitive, and I think that that's a talent or a personality trait that was given to me, by God, and I believe that. But I also believe that sometimes people get information from darker sources. I'm not saying that anybody, all fortune tellers are evil or anything like that. I don't believe that. I just think you just have to be careful, and use your own judgment about if that's something that you need to be dabbling in or believing in. And I also think that we know, you have an intuition yourself. And I think that we know when something isn't right. We have that inside of us, that gut instinct feeling that we've had since primordial times, basically, that will tell us something's not right. Get out of this situation. I'm going to make sure you can still see what I'm doing here. Yep. I believe in that. So I think that you know when something is right, when you can believe in something and when you can't, when something is dangerous to you, and you can know it and to stay away from it. I'm so weird. I'm just a weirdo. But I do believe in ghosts, and I believe I do believe in ghosts, but I don't necessarily think that they're what they present themselves to be. I don't have the answers, that's the thing about me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not understanding things and not knowing things. I'm not that kind of person. I don't have to know why things are the way they are. It's okay with me. I don't need to know why. Some things I'm not meant to know. I believe that sometimes we're not going to know why things are the way they are or understand them until we leave this earth, and that's okay. I don't have to know everything. Not everything is my business to know. It's not my job. My job is to exist on this earth, be the best person I can be, help people that need help, be a blessing to those around me as well as I can, and just go through life and worry about my own business, not worry about stuff that's God's business or anything like that. And I know that drives some people crazy. They're like, if you believe, how can you believe in ghosts but don't know what they are? Well, I don't know. I just do. And that's okay with me, because I don't have to have that kind of information to believe, I am what I am. Let me see where we're at here on the time. 14:55. Take a break for a second. My thumb. So what do you guys got planned for Halloween? I'm very excited about Halloween, and I'm not doing anything, but I'm excited. Hear this ghost sound effects. I don't even know if you guys are going to be able to hear that stuff or not. I don't have it turned up very loud. My plans for Halloween are to stay home with Keith. I think I am going to use just a dab of this peacock green, the darker shade. I think I am going to go along the hairline and maybe a little bit into, we'll see what happens, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Might as well go for it, right? And then I'll try blending it all together. So actually I'm going to sharpen. So I got a good tip on it here. And if you've never seen my sharpener before, it's this one. I absolutely love it, love it, love it. It's this Office Pro. It's a battery operated sharpener. The shavings go into this well down here. There's your hole in the top. Keith got this for me for Christmas last year, and I love it. And you know what? The batteries that it came with are still the batteries I'm using, and I use it all the time. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so anyways, what I'm doing on Halloween is staying home with Keith. We're watching the Turner Classics marathon all day. Turner Classics has a really good lineup this month for horror movies, and we like the old-fashioned horror stuff anyways. So that's what we're doing. We're staying home, and we're going to watch horror movies all day, and we don't get trick-or-treaters on our street. It's very, we have bigger lots on our street. Like the houses, like our lot is almost 2 acres, and it's like 1 1/3, like 1 3/4 acre, and we don't have sidewalks on our street either. So the houses all have like acre lots, and we don't have a sidewalk, so we don't get trick-or-treaters. But last year I was so determined to hand out candy that I went outside, sat in a lawn chair at the end of our driveway outside the gate by the road with a big pumpkin full of candy with my jack-o'-lantern. And I thought, well, there'll be someone driving by, through our neighborhood on the way to a different neighborhood trick-or-treating, and they'll see me and they'll stop. No, not a one. I was like, are you kidding me? I gotta turn that this way. So, yeah, so I didn't even get to hand out any candy at all. And I went out and I sat in the cold with my little pumpkin full of candy and my jack-o'-lantern. And, yeah, people just looked at me like I was a lunatic. I'm like, hey, I'm a Halloween queen, people, But, yeah, so that's what we're doing on Halloween. We're staying in, and we're going to watch the Turner Classics. And, I don't know, we're going to have, like, food. I told him, I said, be thinking about what you want us to fix, because we're going to have all kinds of fun food to eat that day, and snacks, and just, just the 2 of us, but that's okay, that's okay. At least right now, that's what we're planning. So hopefully, yeah, I like that little bit of darker. It gives just a little bit of dimension. I'm going to do it up in her hairline, too. But we did get tickets for, on the 26th, we are going to Greenfield Village, which I know I've talked about before. We're going to Greenfield Village. They have a thing there called Halloween Nights. They do a Christmas one, too. They have holiday nights, but this one is for Halloween. And it's at nighttime, and they have over 1,000 jack-o'-lanterns. And they light up pathways throughout the village, and which is kind of like a living history museum type thing, but it's outdoors. And they light up the village, and you go through and you trick-or-treat at different stations. And they have very elaborate trick-or-treat stations set up with these magnificent people with magnificent costumes on. And they have like stations where you can go and sit, and they read The Raven, and they read Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and then they have a Headless Horseman there also, and a real Headless Horseman. Well, he's not a real Headless Horseman, but you know what I'm saying, like an actor on horseback, and it's really, really fun. In fact, I have photographs from when we went before, and I actually will look for those, and I'll show you guys. I'll dig them out for the next video, and I'll show you what we look like. We dressed up as Big Bad Wolf and Little Red Riding Hood. But anyways, we have tickets to go this year again, but this year we're doing the dinner package. Usually we just go through the trick-or-treat station and walk through it, but this year we're actually doing the dinner package. So it was kind of expensive, but we always talk about going, and we've always wanted to go, and you know, we never have. But the tickets were they were $120 for the two of us, which I think is kind of a lot, but we love Halloween and we've never done it before, so that's what we're doing. And what it is, it's like an old-fashioned dinner. They have a restaurant there that's set up like an old-fashioned tavern, and we go and we eat. We get dinner served family style, so we'll be seated at a table with other people. I think there's 8 people to a table, and they serve I think it's like roasted chicken, and like it's like vintage recipe food. And then they do like parlor games, and they read from scary stories and stuff like that. These actors do, and I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm kind of liking this. I think it looks good. I like it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And so I bought a dress for Halloween. If you're on my Facebook, you've already seen it. But it's really cute. If you've ever seen like if you're on Facebook, you might have seen like the ads for that clothing company called Gemis, or it's Gamiss is how you spell it. And the clothing is really cheap, but it's made in China, and you order it from there. And they have really cute like Halloween stuff and pinup clothes and all kinds of really inexpensive type clothing. Well, I saw the Halloween dresses and I thought, oh, I want to order one of these, but the sizes are really off because they're made in China, so they're really tiny, you know, and I wasn't sure what size I would need. So I went ahead and I got a size 5X in this dress. Now, normally I would wear like a 1X, or sometimes if the cut is small, a 2X. But I had to order a 5. And it took 3 weeks to come, and it was really inexpensive. Like the dress was only $13, and then the shipping I think was $4. So I paid $17 for this dress. And it came, and it fits so cute, and I'm just so excited to wear it. And it's like black, and it's got a blue skirt. It's like a black bodice, and the skirt is blue, and the skirt has like a haunted house scene with like pumpkins and black cats and bats and everything, and it's got like a haunted castle. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I ordered a petticoat to go underneath it to make it be poofy. So I'm going to wear that with some tights and some boots, because it'll probably be cold out when we're outside walking around after the dinner. And I don't know what Keith's going to wear yet, because usually we dress up in costumes, but this year, with that going on, we're not going to wear a costume, because it's kind of hard to eat dinner. And I mean, since we're paying so much for it, you know, we don't want to have an uncomfortable dining experience or anything. But I'm seriously the slowest colorist around, you guys. You're going to be so bored by the end of this week if you watch these. I appreciate if you stick with me, though. I just really want to get her skin. Like, skin is my favorite thing to color. People are my favorite thing to color, whether they're, like, real people or, like, images, like, fantasy images or what. You know, that's, like, my favorite. And so I really like to take my time. And this book especially means a lot to me because my friend Sandy that lives in Florida, she got this book for me, and it's signed by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So I took the cover off it because I didn't want it to get wrinkled up or anything, but you know, it's autographed. So this book means a lot to me. So I want to try to do the pictures in it as well as I can and make them be, you know, nice. So I'm really trying to take my time. So I know it's boring. But you can always just color along. You don't have to watch me color. Just listen, you know. Listen to my exciting commentary. Doesn't it just make you feel like, you know, super duper, you know, excited and thrilled? I'm going to have to charge the battery in a little while too anyways, but I think after I get done with this portion of the video, I'm going to go make Keith's pork chops. He's had a bad day today. Well, he got stung by bees. If you're on my Facebook, you might have seen that. We were putting out our Halloween decorations, and he had a bale of hay that he was going to use to stuff a scarecrow thing. And he went to open up the bale of hay. He, like, spread it apart, and when he did, there was a nest of yellow jackets in there, and they attacked him. So he got stung. Altogether now, we think it was about 12 times. And so that was, like, on Tuesday, I think, that happened. And he's still, I mean, he's still recovering from that. He took it pretty well, but he's still itching from it. And he won't let me put any vinegar. I'm like, why don't you let me put some vinegar on those? Because I don't want to smell like salad. I'm like, so you'd rather walk around itching yourself like a monkey, you know? Or something. If I do anything off camera with this, I'll blend her skin a little bit. Well, I could even do that on camera, I guess. I told you guys I was going to try to not do anything off camera, so. Whoops. I think I went on the lines a little bit. I don't know what color to do her hair. I'm not sure. Alright, so. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Hope my battery's not dying. It said it was at, I still had 2 bars on it when I started. But I'm almost done doing her legs here. Just giving her some shadows here. Where her little pant legs are rolled up. Yeah, so definitely let me know about your Halloween plans if you guys already know of them. I just love any and all Halloween stuff. Any ghost stories, too. If you have any ghost stories, you should definitely let me know. And if there's anything you want me to talk about in the next videos, let me know. Because I'd be delighted to. You know? Alright, let's put some white down really quick. I'm going to put a little bit down in the middle of her face here. Even though it's already pretty highlighted. I really like the skin. I think it ended up turning out pretty good. I mean, she's the highlight of the picture, so I definitely wanted her to be, you know, I wanted to do her the most. Spend the most time on her. And everything. So. Okay.